congratulate you, all people sitting over here, for this wonderful convention. Friends, in this journey of 10 years, there have been n number of conventions and n number of meetings which we have taken place in different parts of India. But I would say one thing, that this was the most linguistical convention, I would say. It was a combination of many languages, and sitting over there, we were discussing that this is Tamil, this is Telugu, this is Hindi, this is again, we forgot that language, what they were talking about, right? And this was a convention, I would practically say it was directly from the heart. I was so happy seeing the activity of some leaders. They were so clear, sir, I was hungry. Then I was having burning. My stomach was burning. Such statements that was directly from the heart, they were not prepared. But what they said, it was from heart. And believe me, my friends, it was from heart. The reason behind that was one thing, that they have worked to achieve this stage. They have not got this stage, they have worked to achieve this stage. I do know that there had been a discussion of huge amount of content in this convention. There had been n number of, there had been around 50 speakers, right? Approximately. Right, there had been around 50 speakers who have come on the stage. And every one of them have given utmost everything which is required to achieve this stage. They have discussed about each and everything which has been required and which I wanted to discuss. There had been many content which I wanted to discuss, and that was already being discussed on the stage, and I'm happy that they are strong with those points. So I do feel that you are all filled with knowledge for the time being, right? You have a huge amount of knowledge with you at this present moment, right? Yes, sir. I request each and every one of you to stand up once. Can we jump a bit? Little more. Thank you. Please take your seat. There were two reasons. अगर नींद आ रही हो तो नींद चली जाएगी. And the second reason was कि knowledge जब full होता है तो थोड़ा Indians, right? It has been a wonderful journey of around 10 years working with Indus.com Private Limited. But before I begin my path, I would demand a tremendous round of applause for that Almighty who has given this wonderful moment to sit in this wonderful private auditorium and speak about what we want in our life. I would demand a tremendous round of applause for that great personality who has created this organization, none other than Dr. Paul Malaysia. Life has always been a race, or you can say it has been always an examination, right? All the time, whenever you are able to give a right solution to a question or a right answer to a question, you have been given a grade, or you have been said that yes, he is the most intelligent guy. You can be into the next set of achievers, or you can be into this. You know, every time in life, you have always won. Whenever you have given. Whenever you are given right answers, right? You write right answers, you'll get 5 out of 5. You're going to write wrong, you'll get 0 out of 5, right? Simple, clear? I am trying to be a bit slow because I have many different language people sitting over here, right? So हो सकता है मेरी बात कुछ लोगों को समझ में नहीं आए, but I will be very specific on 2 points. There have been many things which I wanted to discuss, but because of short of time, I'll be discussing on just 2 points which is more required right now. rest I think it had already been covered, but I'll be focusing on just two things. Right? We have always been rewarded in our life for right answers, right? But believe me, my friends, for me, yes, I have been too rewarded many times in my life for right answers. I have been my school topper, securing 96%. I got into Sriram College of Commerce, the Asia's best institute, where I did my BCom. I enrolled myself into CA over there, and I'm a professionally qualified chartered accountant too today. There have been many achievements to my pocket just because of giving right answers to right questions. But the actual achievement in my life came when I asked right questions to myself. Understand this is very important. It's nothing to clap myself, it's something to understand. You can give right answers and you can get a good job. But if you need real success in your life, you need to ask right questions to yourself. And what are those right questions? Those right questions are what I want in my life, why I want that particular thing in my life, and how can I get it? Very simple questions. जिंदगी में एक चीज चाहिए ना, मुझे क्या चाहिए, मुझे क्यों चाहिए, और मुझे वो कैसे मिल सकता है? These are the three questions which we need to ask ourselves. Nothing else. You think about a small kid who doesn't know anything about this world, right? But he knows what he wants. What he wants? A chocolate, right? He knows what he wants. Why he wants? Because he wants to eat it. He's clear how he wants. He knows. Yeah, ask my parents if they are giving it right. Not, I'm going to cry. No, I'm going to sit down on the road. Automatically, they have to give me. Because he's clear with these three things, he's successful. And what do we have? As we grow up, we build doubt in ourselves. As we grow up, a bit by bit, we start questioning ourselves. We ask questions to our own dreams. We used to ask questions, and those questions are something which pulls us down, which makes something that hoga, nahi hoga, it will be done or not. If you think it is done, it will be done. If you think you can't do it, you won't be able to do it. In both ways, you are right. Who said you are wrong? In both ways, you are right. Right. So the first thing which I want to make it very clear is asking right question to yourself. And believe me, my friends, today's homework is just simple. Ask these three right questions, and I'm pretty sure that this would add a star to your success. These three right questions, simple. The next thing, when I talk about EBIS, the most interesting thing in EBIS, which has always made me stay in EBIS, made me work in EBIS, made me achieve in EBIS, made me do anything in EBIS, is a simple word called dream. I want to talk about that particular dream. Wonderful. That is the most beautiful moment which can happen with anyone. Dream is the most interesting thing. I'll share a very small incident with you people. How many people understand Tamil? There are many people who can understand Tamil, right? And I was been requested to speak in Tamil because I have my relation, a long back relation in Tamil Nadu. I have given 12 years of my life in Tamil Nadu because I was born in education. I try to, there may be some grammatical mistakes because it had been a long time I haven't spoken Tamil, but I'll try to speak it out. Try to understand. I'll discuss a very small incident with you people. It's not related with English, but connect the dot. Try to understand my point? Connect the dots. What I want to discuss, a small dream, a very small dream, which was taken by a kid who was 5 years old. एक 5 साल के बच्चे ने एक छोटा सा सपना लिया था. वो सपना क्या था मैं बताना चाहूँगा. I was a not 5-year kid, a kid who was studying in 5th standard. Right? I was studying in my 5th standard. A very small incident happened with me in my life. We were 4 siblings in our house, and my uncle came by evening, late night, and I was the smallest one that was sleeping, right? He came by night and he brought 4 dairy milk, 5 rupees dairy milk, something like that. It was small one, right? During that time, long back period. Now, so you have various qualities of dairy milk, right? A very small incident which I want to discuss with you. All those people were awake, they had their dairy milk, and I, being a kid who slept, my dairy milk was being kept in fridge, right? Morning I woke up, and when I opened the fridge and when I saw the dairy milk, I was the most happiest person on the earth, right? Because I'm going to have a full dairy milk today. But when I took that dairy milk out of the fridge, all the rest 3 came to me, and they said he brought just 1, and he said that we need to share and eat. And believe me, I was one obedient guy who went, opened my geometry box, took out a scale, placed on the dial mill, and equally I measured and I cut it into 4 pieces, and I gave to all those people. I gave 3 to them, I had 1. I was happy till then. I was very happy till then because we all had equally. Right? Your favorite thing, when someone shares and takes more, you feel a little jealous, right? But since because of scale, the measurement was right. Right? I was very happy, I was very excited. Right? But after having those pieces, those bits of dairy milk, what response they gave me was very simple. That, you know one thing? I said, what? We had the complete dairy milk yesterday night. And I being the most smallest kid, what option did I have? Cry. And I started crying. They said, okay, I'll give you later, and the matter was over. But believe me, my friends, connecting the dot, very important. When this small incident happened with me, I used to sit into my shop. We had a business downstairs, and even today we have that business. I used to sit in the shop, I used to have a calculator, and I used to type in that calculator that if I want to eat 1 dairy milk every month, how much money I need to earn. So that small incident, what happened in my life I'm talking about. If I need to eat 1 dairy milk in a month, how much money I need to make in a month? A student of class 5th was doing this calculation. It was equal. Okay, I didn't mind, right? Then I said, no, it's very less. Let me change it out. If I want to have 1 dairy milk every day, what income I need to make it? 5 into 365. It was okay, acceptable. I changed. If I want to have 1 dairy milk every hour, what I need to do it? I used to multiply that. I used to see heartbeat used to increase. I won't be able to have any day in my life because the thought process, the vision was not that big. Then even then, I had the force of typing that if I want to have 1 dairy milk every minute, what I need to do it. And when I type that if I want to have 1 dairy milk every second, what income I used to get, and seeing that income, I was shocked. I was not able to count the digits. Because till 5th standard they taught us till just 10 lakh, 10 lakh. They didn't teach even crores, so they were